Alright, warrior. I'll go with upgrade over the other two. Venture Co Merc is strong. Bloodfin Raptor or Slam, I'll go Slam. Faceless or Big Game Hunter? Molten Giant isn't out of the question. I'll go Faceless. Violet Teacher or upgrade? Violet Teacher over the second upgrade. Two spells. Could work well. Another Slam. Dark Iron Dwarf's good. Silverhand Knight is great to value. Fire War Axe, always pick. Gorehowl, almost always pick. Harvest Golem is great. The Bloodfin Raptor for the early game. Stormpike Commando or Shield Block. I think a Shield Block fits this better. I already have 2 5s. That doesn't count. Arcanite Reaper, it's a great 5. Ooh, a Bloodseal Raider is actually really good here. I've got one of most weapons. No, the Ooze is just too good in general. Ooh, another Fiery War Axe. Oh, a Wrathy Weaponsmith. Alright, weapons are gonna have to be discounted in value now. Another Slam. Okay. Earthen's good. Whoa. So I currently have 4, 6, 8, 15 durability worth of weapon. I mean, I shouldn't count Gorehowl as 7. I have 8 durability of weapon and a Gorehowl. I mean, if there was a better card, I guess I would pick it. Okay. Nightblade over this garbage, I think. Or maybe I choose Inner Rage instead of Nightblade. I'm falling into a problem of not having enough minions. So right now, I have 3, 6, 7... 8, 10 not minions, which means there are only 10 minions in this deck. I think I have to choose the 5 mana 4/4. Bloodfin Raptor. Oasis Snapjaw over Heroic Strike because I have so many weapons. I would choose most minions over Cleave at this point, but those two don't fit this very well. Senjin's good. Scarlet's good. Corehound is not good, but it's better than the other two. I'll choose an Archmage just as a big general guy. Oh man, is this the time to skip Fire War Axe? No. Oh, maybe. Oh, too many weapons. First world problem. I don't think I need the Execute. I should be able to remove things with my face. I need the minions quite badly, but the Fire War Axe is just too good. But if there were a time to not pick Fire War Axe, this probably would have been it. Questing Adventure is reasonable here. Okay, so usually how well a warrior does depends on how many weapons you get. But at some point, you might get too many weapons. This is one of those points. Near the end, I tried to not pick the weapons, but the cards that they were up against just weren't quite good enough. So I've got 3 Fire War Axe, and a Wrathy Weaponsmith, an Arcanite Reaper, and 2 Gorehowls, and an upgrade. So that is a lot of weapons. 8 cards in this deck are weapon focused. And then I've got some slams to help whittle down the guys for the weapons. So the general idea of this deck is going to be board control with the weapons, and then use your minions, which is pretty much the usual for most warrior decks, but this one in particular is going to take that to the extreme pretty much. If I had more solid minions, and what am I even babbling about? This is a really good arena, but I would like slightly more solid minions. But where could I get them from? I could not have a Corehound, I could not have the second Gorehowl, I could switch the Nightblade and the Archmage for better things. But I mean, 3 Fire War Axe, I'd take that any day. A Wrathy Weaponsmith, yeah, that's great. And then it's only 1. Yeah, I think this is good. I'm going to say it'll go 10 wins only because it doesn't have better minions. This is the kind of deck that I need to think about for a bit. The deck is lacking card draw, but the weapons themselves will oftentimes give 2-for-1s.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
Okay, so I'm going to just replace these since I have enough 2s and fire war axes that I feel like I should get one. Oh my gosh. Okay. The problem with Bloodfin Raptor here is he does that in Fire Blasts. And if I play the Bloodfin Raptor first, the slam afterwards isn't going to help. And the 1-4 is actually scary when it's combined with a class which can actually Fire Blast. Although I would face a similar dilemma if it were... Anyways, I'm just going to slam this.
Job done.
Put this apple on your head.
I'll go and slam that too. This thing is not really a big threat. It's just more of an anti-3-2. Next turn, double Raptor. He's got a really favorable trade with Loot Hoarder. And this plus Fire Blast is really good. Okay. A 1 damage weapon just happens to be good there. It feels a little silly, but alright. This is not a terrible copy for him to get. Almost the same as Bloodfin Raptor since I would hit it with the weapon regardless. Not that. Violet Slam, probably. This does survive the Flame Strike. In the case of no Flame Strike, it's looking pretty good. In the case where it's like a counter spell or a spellbender, it's still fine.
I'm ready to learn if you insist.
To battle!
A little surprised it faced there. Actually not that surprised. That was a good way of dealing an extra 3 damage to me.
You gotta be kidding me!
Nah, he actually didn't hit twice. Eat this! Corehound. So silly. It'd be so much better as a 5/9.
What you looking at?
Just as a random net. Just because of the way that things go. Wow, a really good Gorehound target. This is gonna be the answer to the lack of card draw. Just getting a 4-for-1 with Gorehound.
Are you ready for this?
You call that a weapon?
Oh, that's lethal. Wow. The Gorehound, it did 18 points of damage. That's above average for a Gorehound.
I will fight with honor. Victory or death!
Alright, these cards aren't that great early. I would normally keep a Slam, but this deck has 3 Fire War Axes, so I'm going to just go fishing. It's also got other 2 drops. The Bloodfin Raptor is better in this case. Nice, Fire War Axe. This is a really good start.
Reporting for duty.
I'll attack this and then play the Crusader so his 1/1 cannot get Valley here. I do have to play a weapon next turn because I have 6 durability of weapon, which means I'm going to last until turn 10 based off of weapons. So, gotta just spend them. Spend them or never play them, pretty much.
What you want?
It's a really good time for an Arathi Weaponsmith.
Not on my watch.
Still a fine time. Not as good.
Try
It's still good.
Or die.
And I'll trade this off because Paladins have a lot of buff cards, and removing all their guys, if possible, is good. It's also anti-consecration. Not bad. And we'll keep this weapon out because it looks like it's going to be able to kill the Jungle
Or
Panther.
die.
Join or die, or both.
Cleave. Oh, Faceless. That's actually a good enough card to Faceless for me because it'll draw me 2 cards, yeah, at least. Okay, so first of all, this is Get Down. So let me get rid of my guy. This will give me the least amount of damage. He'll get to draw a card with a Cult Master. Pretty nice for him.
down!
Join or die.
Okay, I got my Gorehal for next turn. Or alternatively, Nightblade Fiery War Axe. Or if he gets a weapon, this.
Follow the rules.
Drink with me, friend.
Cute. Cult Master, draw 3 cards. The Valley. Somehow I think I will play no weapon this turn then. Yeah, I gotta get this card engine running while I still have it.
They'll never know what
Who's next?
Okay, I got 11 durability of weapons, so I'm good for the next 11 turns. I think it's better to think of Gorehal as like a 4 durability weapon, realistically. So I've got 8 durability of weapon. So I'm good until turn 16.
Follow the rules.
I think I still play Gorehal though. Just because it's tough to play something with 7 durability. Or 7 mana.
this one's
Reporting for duty. Squire, attend me.
I should have played Slam
Ready,
first.
sir.
Let's see. I have my choice of Slam. Yeah, I'll Slam.
This one's
Oh my
mine.
gosh. This hand. I can't hold all of these weapons. Three, 5.
You gotta be kidding me!
The chat is just an outcry of hit the opponent's face with the weapon, but it's pretty much always right to if the paladin has...
For duty.
If you can get rid of all of the cards on the paladin side, you should, just because of the buff cards that they run. Like, I'm even thinking about sending the 4-2 into the 1-1 just to make sure he doesn't have one guy. I think that's the more secure way to play this match. You have no room for counterplay. This is gonna be the constant style of this deck. Just play the weapons, get your 2-for-1s with the Fiery War Axes and the Arcanite Reapers and the Arathi Weaponsmith, and get your 4-for-1 with the Gorehowl.
I must protect the wild. Victory or death!
There's few things in Arena that bring a smile to a warrior more than starting with Fiery War Axe.
A natural mistake.
Okay. He might have kept Ooze, considering he kept 2 cards in his hand, but I'm gonna play this anyways. It's good to develop the weapon. I'll play the Scarlet Crusader since surely he has something to do on turn 4 other than shapeshift this guy.
Put this apple on your head.
Oh, for the 50-50. Did not succeed.
Join or die.
Attention, class.
Some people questioning my play of playing a Fire War Axe instead of coining one of the 3s, especially since I had 2 3s. I think that line's valid, but putting the Fire War Axe on turn 2 is a strong play as well, I would say. Just to get it out there. And I am someone who values having the coin in the hand for the flexibility. This is kind of a preferential thing then. Coin Archmage is the obvious first inclination, but what would the next play be? Slam in some combo things.
Ready for this?
Or die.
I did consider facelessing it, but I think my 4-7 is better to faceless, at the least. A terrifying start. Wow. All hail the war. Whoa. So I could faceless that. It's pretty good. The bad news is that I would lose my 3-5. Slam is also a possibility. As good as that is to faceless, I think Slam Arathi is better.
I'm ready to learn.
Try this.
I shall do as you say.
The reason against faceless is because then I have to trade my 3-5 for the 7-3. It's just too good a target to slam instead.
Do you need a blessing?
How good was that? No, it's pretty good. So my 8, 10, 16, 20, 27 stats went into 16. I like to kind of look at this because it's kind of a new card and I haven't seen it very much.
Squire.
Armoring up,
Ready, sir.
just for safety's sake.
Do you need a blessing?
I concede.
Will rise against you.
I must protect the wild. Victory or death!
So far, it might look like I've severely underestimated how well this deck will do, based on the ease of the last games. But I'd say the second and third opponent aren't too difficult. The first one was pretty tough.
I feel icky.
I'm gonna try to catch him in the cleave. And in the case that he doesn't play another guy, I will go upgrade in my 2-drop. I don't want my 3-2 to trade into his 2-1. Okay, cleave upgrade. Still kinda works. A shame not to play it with the Violet Teacher. That's fine. So I get my 2 for 2 and I have 1/2 weapon. Slight bonus.
Let the pain speak to me.
I could play either the 4-drop or 2 2s. This one's a little difficult.
Pay attention, class.
I think the 2 moves are about the same. The reason that ended up for me not doing this is because he could do attack hero ability. Not bad. Huh. Okay, let's do that.
Instruction begins.
Turns out against that specific circumstance, no, they're still both about the same.
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
Well, upgrade managed to kill 3 guys, I guess. That's kind of how it worked.
Are you ready for this?
Do I want to trade my 3-2 for his 3-2? Yeah, I'm a little bit low, so I think I have. So I could either hit him down to 21. Alright, I'm feeling a bit aggressive. This is a fringe case of trading the 3-2 for the 3-2 versus not. And there's pros and cons to both. But, okay, he didn't trade either. In this case, the hope was that I would hit his face and then he would trade. But he did not do that. Now I'm low enough that I am less enthusiastic about this line. I almost wanted to use the hero ability for a moment there, but no, not yet.
How you doing?
Yeah, okay. And I will hit that.
Try this.
It's a good amount of damage. I would have liked to armor up, and I'm feeling slightly in the danger zone, but not quite enough. This gets the maximum amount of threat out on the table, and deals with his 3-1 in the most efficient way.
How you doing?
I'm not gonna use my face for that one. Okay. It feels like 2 damage is probably about the same as 3 damage, or 3 health here.
Give me a quest.
I do want to armor up, and I don't really want to play Fiery War Axe, because I might choose to play Arcanite Reaper. So I'll do that way. And the card that I would hate to see, when I would consider Fire, no, not even Keeper would be that bad, since he could Keeper hero ability. So 4-8, 13. Force. That's actually slightly bad news that. Oh. What?
Well played.
My thanks.
Whatever. These things happen sometimes. It's pretty unlikely.
You asked for it.
Victory or death!
Save the slam for later. Wow, that's a really good opening hand. Very straightforward. Can pretty much just constantly keep the initiative here. There's nothing he can do to efficiently trade into these. Unless he gets like a lucky arcane. Oh wow. Okay, it's even better. Man, upgrade ooze. This will be a very straightforward use the weapons to board clear him and then bash face game. The upgrade was basically used to deal 3 damage there. I hope this secret triggers. I need to think of all the contingencies. So first of all, think that that's mirror entity. It means no matter what I give him, it's going to be a problem. But I want to give him the shield master instead of the teacher, since the teacher is more scary.
Hello.
So I want to get my attacking done first.
Your magic shall not save you.
I could actually go for the face. He's pretty low. What's he gonna use his 4-3 to do? It seems he'll use it to trade for one of my guys. The value thing he could do is do that and then fire blast that, but he's under so much pressure that I will ignore this 4-3. Also, he doesn't have a flame strike. There's some calls for me to make like a minion trading guide of when to trade and when to go for the face, but it's so specific. Like here, I choose not to trade because he's at a point of life low enough that if he were to attack into my guy and try to get value out of his guy, then my other guys can finish him. And also, he specifically doesn't have 7 mana for Flame Strike. It's like, all of these situations just require thinking about what your opponent can do, and then seeing whether or not your trade is like so much better or worse of an outcome. It's so hard to write a guide on that, since every situation is different.
Man!
Here I will trade, which might look inconsistent because that was the same deal offered to me last turn. But here he has the 7 mana turn. I play this guy because he survives a flame strike.
Pay attention, class.
Well played.
For Doomhammer! Victory or death!
I thought about keeping upgrade for just the briefest of moments, but nah.
quest.
just to make the world a little bit safer for the questing adventurer. It's one of those plays where you know, like, there's some bad things that could happen to you, Fork Lightning, for example, but it's like, yeah, no other choice. No other realistic choice.
For the crusade!
A lot of people ask, like, what a good way to improve the basics of Arena is, and like, this is a pretty good example, using the Bloodfin Raptor to hit totems instead of going for the face. I think one of the biggest mistakes is thinking it's a race in Arena, when oftentimes it's just a question of getting value. At least that's my take on it, my school of thought. I'll use the upgrade here just because it saves a 3-1, which is kind of value.
Or die.
For the king!
Watch this.
Pandaria will be ours!
Dark Iron Dwarf has waited for the right time to be played. And that's the value turn to be played. I'll save the ooze for two reasons. One, against AoE, two, against the weapon, of course. Though the ooze is probably not going to hit a weapon this game.
Pass me that arc
It's
light.
more of anti-AoE at the moment. Use the Gore Howl, since I'm still controlling minions. This is like this is such a steady game. There's so many times where I could go for the face instead of a totem, but this is an example of just going for board control and just relaxing, really. His face will still be there, but his totems might be scary one day. Did I miss lethal 6, 10, 13, 15? Oh no, I didn't. But I certainly just automatically played this.
Squire, attend me!
Ready, sir.
Let the hunt begin! Victory or death!
For the crusade!
Alright, that's a pretty big tell that it's explosive trap. I'm gonna hold my guys, because one of these could get value by trading into one of his guys. No reason to attack and trigger the trap when it's not beneficial to you. Like, if this were a face-up explosive trap, it'd be wrong to attack into it. You don't know what trap it is for sure, but you can make a pretty good guess.
To my side.
Join or die.
Alright, now I'll trigger it. So, get a free huffer out of that. Slight optimization.
What you looking at?
Okay. I'll take that. Next turn I'll Gore Howl it. His biggest trap threatened right now is freezing trap. I'm not sure whether or not I want to attack into it with my ogre. The only trap that's bad for me if I attack is the freezing trap, and it's not going to be easy to check for it. So I'll do this, and then the next turn I'll play the ogre again. No. I'm going to use this for a checker. Like, the other thought was it could be misdirection, but that's too optimistic.
Moves quickly.
Okay. The idea is I was thinking this was freezing trap, and then he played one. He's implying this might be explosive trap. If this happens to be in the freezing explosive order, then that's really good for me.
Of course.
Actually, no, that would be the... Well, the freezing trap would do nothing then. Unless I attacked with the ogre. Which is a bad idea in general.
Of course.
But it does... Actually, if I attack this, then the freezing trap triggers, but not the explosive trap, which I can actually use.
Of course. Mishmash.
Give me a quest.
It's kind of fun. I would have Earthen Ring Farseered my ogre, but against the hunter, that bird needs to go.
The Frost Wolves stand ready.
Override this weapon, I guess.
Quest accepted.
I'll hold off on playing a weapon just because I'm not sure which one to play.
Handle it!
We must cleanse the Sunwell.
My shield for Argus!
no real reason to upgrade this yet.
Join or die, or both.
Could cleave and go for the chance, but do I need to? I hit that, I go down to 8, cleave, we'll have only that guy. I'm not that desperate that I need to take that chance. If this is a snake trap, it'll go really badly for me, but the chances are slim. 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh dear. Well, time to get lucky. Wow.
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
The cleave heard around the world.
Quickly.
Well, he's chosen to take the path which will lead to his survival. Pointless to hit one of his guys. This is the final turn, one way or the other. Things to get 2 damage.
Well fought.
Hey.
Watch your back.
Victory or death.
That's a good opening hand. The Nightblade naturally fits the curve, but it's one of the worst cards in my deck, so I'm going to replace it. I would have replaced Faceless also. It's too early for it.
This is our town, scrub.
Yeah, beat it.
I always have to hold my breath a little bit. It's like, oh, please nose. But I remain convinced that playing the Fire War Axe on 2 is correct. In Arena. And in Constructed also. Over armoring up. And it's like, when the opponent does ooze, you just have to suck it up, I think. It's like, oh, it happens. The advantage you gain by developing this is really big.
They all bend to my command. You gotta be kidding me!
It removes all my other plays for the next turn, but it's a very good answer to the board at hand. The upgraded Gorehowl is quite tempting. Actually, it's too tempting for me not to. I was gonna go Weaponsmith upgrade, kill Bear, but then I'm just gonna play Gorehowl the next turn. So Gorehowl first is correct. I do appreciate his play the last turn of killing it with Perditions. That's the value play. which is often correct. And I think in that case was correct. Of course, he can't possibly know about what's coming. I actually have to hit the face here. Just because of the way the tempo works out. That is going to be a big red flag to him. Let's see if he can do anything about it. Haha. Gore howl, GG. He's like, what?